Hello, we're going to make a video today, and this video will demonstrate a couple of things relating to running the Synopsys Design Compiler on the Lehigh University ECE Teaching Lab Linux platform. Now, in setting up to run the Synopsys Design Compiler, there are two steps that we're really only going to have to do once, and that is we're going to make a directory to hold this Synopsys synthesis environment setup file on the local ID that we have. And then we're also going to copy the environment setup file into that directory. Now, there's some repeating steps that we have to do each time we log in, and we just have to do these once when we log in, but it's required for what we're going to show to work. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to source the environment file, and by sourcing the environment file, we'll set all the necessary variables and paths up so that the compiler program, the Synopsys Design Compiler program, will run under our user ID. And then we're going to demonstrate starting up the software in several forms. We're going to set up and start the Synopsys Next Generation Design Compiler. We're going to start the Synopsys Next Generation Design Compiler in topographical mode, and then we're going to start it with the regular design compiler, and then we'll start again with the regular Synopsys Design Compiler in topographical mode. Okay, now let's go ahead and start. And so if I come in, and right now you can see I'm on server 02.ece.lehigh.edu. And so if I type ls, that'll show everything we have currently have under this ECE demo ID. Now the ID you would be using is the ID that was sent to you, and it will most likely match your Lehigh user ID. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a directory. And this directory is going to be called scripts. So the command to do that is mkdir, and then a -p, and then the word scripts. Okay, and the -p means when we make this directory, if that directory already exists, it won't do anything, won't give any error messages, and it won't hurt anything. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to copy the environment file into the scripts directory so that we have it locally, and you won't have to type in a long path. So we type cp for copy /apps/scripts -appserv 02 /synopsys. Okay, and then the file that we want is called synthesis. Okay, -VW 2024-09-SP2. That happens to be the version. -ENV, that just means that this is an environment shell script. Okay, and we're going to put it into the scripts directory. Okay. Now if I type ls, you'll see there's a scripts directory, and if I type ls scripts, it shows that environment file is in there. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to say source scripts, and then we're going to source this synthesis environment setup file, and we'll hit enter. And there's some little messages that come out at the end. This environment file can be used for setting up the environment to run a number of packages that come with Synopsys, and you can see them listed there. Okay, in order to run the next generation design compiler, we would type dcnxt_shell, and we'll give it a second here. Once the software initializes, you won't have the long delay when you run various commands. And it's chugging along here. Okay, and so that's the initializes the next generation design compiler. And I'm just going to quit out. Your professor will give you more information on how to run these various programs. Okay, and then so the next thing we'll do is the DC next underscore shell, and this is going to run the software in topological mode. And I only show the topological mode because it's shown in the user guide. Topographical, okay. Okay, so we'll enter here. Okay, so it started in topographical mode. And we'll quit out. Okay, and to run the, I guess what I'll call the regular DC compiler, we would run that with DC underscore shell. Okay, and that comes right up and runs. And then the regular design compiler can also be run in topographical mode. So the DC underscore shell and then dash topographical underscore mode. Okay, so this shows running the software, two versions of software, and each version in the standard startup and the topographical mode. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and quit out. And so I hope this was helpful, and thanks for listening.